Happy New Year. You know, it's a time that's all about tradition, family, and respect. It feels like this universal thing, right? We start the year by honoring the people who came before us. But what if that one core idea was actually wrong? So let's get right into it.
Just think about it for a sec. It's New Year's Day. Who is the very first person you go see to give your greetings and, get their blessing for the year ahead? I bet for almost all of us, the answer just pops right into our heads. Our parents, right? Or maybe our grandparents. It just feels like the most respectful thing to do.
But then, the source material for today's explainer just drops this bombshell on us. It says, flat out, that if you're an adult and you want a prosperous year, visiting your parents first is actually a mistake. I know it sounds completely backwards, right? But stick with me, because there's a really fascinating logic behind this whole thing.
So, to make sense of all this, here's how we're going to break it down. We'll look at the big misconception, then the true power of a blessing. We'll have to define what a real superior person is, and, this is a big one, who you absolutely have to avoid. Then we'll talk about the new role for our parents, and how this all fits into what's called a new human-centric era.
Okay, so first up, the main issue here is this clash between our old traditions and a totally new way of thinking. For adults who are out there active in society, the old rules just might not apply anymore. That first visit of the year. It's not just about showing respect. It's about setting a powerful course for your entire future.
According to this viewpoint, that first New Year's greeting is all about receiving something absolutely essential, a powerful blessing. In Korean, it's called dokdam. And we're not just talking about some nice, kind words. It's seen as a literal transfer of energy, of guidance. It's a pretty big deal.
And the stakes? They're incredibly high. The idea is that this one single interaction is so powerful that it can actually open up the right path for you, steering your whole year toward success. So if the person giving that blessing is that important, who should it be?
And that brings us to the most critical part of this whole idea. If we're not supposed to go to our parents first, then who on earth is qualified to give this life-changing blessing? Well, the answer is in a very specific concept.
The term is Wissaram, which translates to a superior person. And this is absolutely crucial, superiority here has nothing, and I mean nothing to do with your age or who you're related to. It's all about a person's positive contribution to society. It's someone who lives their life to benefit other people.
So here's where we need to draw a really clear line. A superior person, a Wissaram, is defined by their actions and their impact on the world. An elderly person, on the other hand, is just defined by their age. And the argument here is that for way too long, we've been mixing these two up.
And it gets even more specific. The source suggests we should have reverence for a superior person. That's an honor they've earned through their great work. But for our parents and elders, the right attitude is respect. That's an honor we owe them because of their age in our relationship. They are two different things.
All right, so we've talked about who to go to. But just as important, maybe even more important, is who you need to avoid. Because if a blessing really is a transfer of energy, well, getting one from the wrong person could send your whole year off track.
The thinking here is that you literally absorb the energy and the path of the person who blesses you. So if their life is full of struggle or difficulty at that moment, you risk taking on that same energy for the next 12 months.
So the source gets very specific about this. It says you shouldn't seek blessings from people who are facing really big personal challenges. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't about judging anyone, not at all. The idea is just that their energy is, understandably, focused inward, on healing and overcoming their own stuff. They're just not in a position to give a powerful outward blessing to help guide someone else.
So let's circle back to our parents. What's their role in all of this? This isn't about disrespecting them, far from it. It's really about changing the whole dynamic once you become a full-fledged adult in society. The relationship it evolves.
Here's the big shift in thinking. As an adult who's out there navigating the modern world, your knowledge and your experience have, in a lot of ways, gone beyond what your parents' generation dealt with. So your role flips. Your job isn't to take from them anymore, it's to give, to offer them your support, your comfort, and your thanks.
So the new game plan for New Year's Day looks something like this. First, you go find that powerful blessing from a true Wissaram. After you've done that and any other important duties, then you go visit your parents. And you go with a happy heart, not to take anything, but to give them your support and to thank them.
Now, you might be thinking this is just a weird, specific rule for one day of the year, but it's actually just one piece of a much, much bigger idea about a huge shift in how our society works.
It's called the Inbon Sidae, or the human-centric era. The theory is that this new age started around 2013, and in this era, all the old rules, ones based on age or family name or what title you have, they're all starting to become obsolete.
And really, this is what it all boils down to. It's a call to move past these old, outdated ways of looking at people. What matters now is what you do, how you contribute, and the positive impact you have on the world around you. Your real value is defined by your actions.
So it leaves us all with a pretty provocative question to think about. As you head into this new year, this whole philosophy challenges you to think differently. It's not just about who you respect, it's about who you truly revere. It's about whose path, whose energy you want to help guide your own. So, this new year, whose energy will you seek to shape your future?